market analysis on the few indexes. So you have the Russell 2000, Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. As I mentioned before, there was a island reversal pattern on a few of the indexes. And that's when you have a gap up, you have some candles, and then a gap down. So it leaves kind of a few candles up here. And then, so we watched to see what would happen after that, because we were still in an uptrend, and we came down here, and so you still have an uptrend. This is the IWM. You have an uptrend here, but some of the concerning things is that you have a lower high, so that's right here. So it went up here, came down, back up, didn't get back up to that, and then it's coming down again. And I also use the 8 EMA, which some people call the T line. Rick Sadler kind of came up with that. And you can see how it's below there. So that's usually a sell signal in that philosophy. But like you are, in terms of the trend, the straight uptrend, there is you're still above, but it is coming down close to that. And so a lower high is concerning. That usually establishes a downtrend. So you can see here what we kind of have is a wedge situation. So you have this up trend on the bottom and a down on the top. So it's coming close to a point. And usually at that point, it'll either break out and go up or down. So you don't know which way it'll go. But that's something to kind of keep an eye on. There's, obviously, there's concerns. July, you're going to have more earnings coming out for the full quarter with COVID, and you're also going to have, there's more cases spreading again as we open up the economy. So we'll see what happens. And then with the Dow Jones, similar situation, a wedge here, lower highs, breaking down below the T line, the 8 EMA. So and now today we're down 3/4, and this Russell is down 1.4% as of this morning. If we go to the S&P 500, same situation. We're still in an uptrend technically, but there is lower highs, and you can see how we're forming this sort of squeezing situation. If you look at other indicators, such as MACD, that's kind of a momentum indicator. You can see that we did cross down, and it's still heading down. So it doesn't always work, this indicator, but that is a sign that there's some declining momentum here. And finally, the best performing index has been the NASDAQ, and we had actually a evening star pattern here. So that's when you have a gap, a little like a doji or spinning top type thing, or and then basically you have this down gap, like a gap down, and then a candle that closes down more than halfway down the candle of the bullish candle. So this is technically a morning star type of pattern. And you also have a double top here. So we didn't quite get to the high from the previous time, which was June 10th. So on Friday, we didn't quite get there, but it got very close. So we hit that and bounced down, and now we're down 0.27%. So not a huge amount. Still technically in an uptrend on the NASDAQ, but this is another type of wedge or triangle, or whatever you want to call it, where in this case, the top is flat. So it's coming sort of to a head, and then, we'll see what happens. But, so that's essentially, well, while we're here, let's take a look at the Toronto Stock Exchange. So here we have a lower high as well. We hit right at the 200 moving average, and we bounced down. And so a lot of concern here in terms of the indices, but we shall see what happens. There's still stocks, obviously, that go up within the down days and downtrends, but like especially, tech and sort of biotech right now. But, it's always a concern when it's happening within a, potential downtrend. But because even during like the crash in February, March, everything kind of went down. But you have sort of a resurgence of stay-at-home stocks like Peloton, which is exercise at home. There's a LVGO, which is like home healthcare type thing, like Teladoc type stuff. Roku, obviously online streaming. Square, like payments. Etsy is, shopping online. So there's still good stocks like at this point in time that are going up, but we'll have to keep an eye and see what happens if everything starts going down again. So be careful right now, and I just thought I'd give you a quick update on the markets. Talk to you guys later.